Hey, hey, welcome to Grace and Fire. Let me get this down off of the, because we're starting it, so I don't need that now. So let me remove that. There we go. Hello, hello, and happy belated Christmas to everybody. I hope that everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas time and got to relax and be with those that you love. Um, and also to go, hopefully went to church and celebrated Jesus's birthday, because that's the real meaning for Christmas. So anyhow, thank you to everybody for being here, and thank you for being patient with me. I decided this season that I was going to put my family first and take time to slow down, enjoy those precious moments with the littles. And they had one of them had some activities, and so I got to go cheer that little one on and then get to soak her in as well. So, anyhow, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to see who's here. First in was that I see, at least on my chat, is the beautiful Cynthia. She says, "Good evening from the Netherlands, y'all." Well, I'm so glad you're here, Cynthia. I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and thank you for being here. And then she said, "Good evening to Rebecca." So Rebecca must have been first, and Restream did not pick up on it. If that's true, I am so sorry, Rebecca. I'm just showing off what Restream is showing me. But I think she might have been in here first, and I did not catch it. Okay, and then she said Troy was here, so Troy came in. Okay, let me keep going down. And then, oh, there's the beautiful Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Hey, girly, I'm so glad you're here. I rocked your hat. We had a really cold snap not too long ago, and I pulled it out and put it over my head. And oh my goodness, I'm still loving on the hat, and so is my husband. He enjoys his hat. And I think we're about to get another cold snap in a couple of days. So it'll get pulled out and get used again. And of course, you'll be thought of as I'm wearing it. Oh, there is Troy. Troy, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. I've really enjoyed your videos and that you put on out. And so I'm glad you're here. And then Aunt Lynn is co-streaming. Please attend for a few minutes and give a thumbs up. Yep, we are. Thank you for saying something. We are co-streaming with the official Ann Lynn show. So if you're on Grace and Fire, head on over to Ann Lynn, sit there for a few minutes, hit the like button, and as my mother would say, share if you dare. Share it out on your pages and on your socials that both the channels are live, and I would appreciate it. I did forget to check something. Um, I see Aunt Lynn is here, so I'm going to ask a question for Aunt Lynn. Aunt Lynn, is the contest for Around the Hay Bale still going on? Are we still voting for that one? Because I forgot to check on that one. So if you can let me know in the comment section. I got to have Christmas dinner with Aunt Lynn on Christmas Day. And I have to just say, um, she has to be like the chef, the professional chef in our family. Her food was so good. She made a turkey with all the fixings. And oh my gosh, it was off the charts. So good. Sir Grace and I, we were running late because we went and gave our littles a hug on Christmas Day and got to be there as the oldest opened up one of her gifts and got to see her. She got a bicycle. And so we were watching her ride her bike, and she wanted to do my makeup. And I said, I got to get going. Aunt Lynn's having dinner, but I will come back and I will let you do my makeup. So I have an appointment to get my makeup done by a little toddler, and I'm sure it's going to be okay. I'm sure it's going to be okay. And I will rock that look, even if like eyeshadows down here and lipsticks up here. This Gigi will rock that look because I have an appointment. But we went to Aunt Lynn's house and had this amazing, amazing luncheon. And I told her that I was going to take some with me because we checked in at a hotel and everything was closed except for the receptionist was there. The restaurant was closed too. It's a little hotel. And do you know, I forgot. I went out the door, and that evening, Sir Grace and I, we just sat in the rockers in front of the fireplace for 3 hours and did nothing else. And I thought about that dinner that I forgot to make, like a little plate for, because they had microwaves. You could warm your food up. And this girl forgot, but let me say it was off the charts. If she says I'll cook for you, you just say what time. That's all you got to say. Anyhow, Jesse's here. Hey, Jesse, I am so glad you're here and I hope you're resting up. Jesse and Lisa are going to be going live after me at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 Central, and they are home. They're home. They've been through so much. Still could use your prayers. Because, it's just because their home doesn't mean everything. They still have to go through everything. Keep them in prayers. But I'm just so glad you're home safe and sound and hope you're getting some rest. I love you and Lisa. So I'm glad you're here. And then next in we see Xander. Whee! Okay, finally. Nat just went out for a bit. Uh-oh, I'm so glad you're here. And hi, 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 hi. For Xander, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. And I see everybody is, let's see, don't know about the voting. Okay, well, now I think you can still vote. And I'm going to do a shameless plug. If I'm right, I'm going to do a shameless plug because the official Ann Lynn show is in this, and you can vote right here. Go to page 5 and take your phone out. Just get your phone and go and QR code it. It'll take you to the Round the Hay Bale voting, and you can vote for your favorite channels in each of the categories. Page 5, shameless plug, put in for the official Ann Lynn show. And that's my shameless plug. So there's the QR code. Make sure you go over. I think you can still do it. So I'm still going to, if I think it is. So I'm going to put it up there. If I'm wrong, somebody can let me know. Let's see here. And then, oh, you are so welcome. It is so, you are like the chef in the family. It is so good. She made green beans with a little bit of bacon and onion, and then she likes to make her own stuffing from scratch. And this year she used a box, and I told her, I said, it counts. It counts. Go ahead and you make it from the box. It's Christmas. It counts. It's homemade. And it was good. But I think she may have doctored it because it was like better than just like the way that you buy it in the store, Anyhow, so it was good. And the turkey was good. And the gravy was good. Do you know I did not get a piece of persimmon pudding? So I have some persimmon pulp and I may have to send some with you at some point. Make me a persimmon pudding. If you don't know what persimmon pudding is, look it up. You don't want to use the Japanese persimmons, although those are good to eat fresh. You want to use, we call them just American persimmons. I know they've got a better name than that, but you find them out in the woods. They're about like that big, and you don't pick them off the tree. You wait for them to fall on the ground, and then you pick them up. They're real sticky. Not necessary. I wouldn't eat them for fresh eating, but in a persimmon pudding, thank you very much. Very good. Very good. I would love to have dinner with Aunt Lynn and share recipes. I'm going to tell you, she is like the chef in our family. And to whoever scanned it, the QR code, thank you so much. Let's see here. Hi, Troy. Okay. And then, oh, Lori's in the house. Hey, Lori. I think that's a hello. She's waving. I wish StreamYard would show it the way that YouTube shows it, but they just don't. And, but anyhow, I know you're waving. So, hey. And then, oh, we got second graders in the nails. Huh? What's that mean? I'm sorry. So, are you dealing with second graders? Just being nosy. And then back at you. Hi, 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 hi. I just want to go high five, like get your hands out, Alexander. Hi, 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 hi. And I think Rebecca's getting into it. Hi, 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 hi. I'm so glad you're here. And then I think she is waving again. So, hey. Oh, yes. And if Ronald's here, tell Ronald I said hello. I'm so glad if he's here, I'm glad he's here too. And then, oh, my big brother's in the house. He is dropping the links. Thank you so much, big bro. I appreciate you. And thank you for doing that. But you can also relax. It's Christmas week, as I like to say. Well, we're now the day after Boxing Day, but it still counts as Christmas. So you can relax. Put your feet up, big bro. Relax. Let's see, not really. Should have made my own dressing. Oh, Aunt Lynn, seriously, it was still good and it counts as homemade. Listen, this is how I come up with the definition of if it's homemade. Well, Yeah, if you made it, right? So you got in the car, you drove down to your grocery store, you walked into the grocery store, you picked up the box, you put it in your cart, you paid for it, take it home, looked at the instructions, did exactly the way the instructions say to make it, pull it out of the oven, set it down on the table. You went to the store, you made it back, you opened the box, you put it in the oven. It counts as you made it, and it was good. So it was homemade because it was made in her house. So that's also counts as homemade. That's my definition of it. If I can make it to the store and back, I made it. Just saying. Just saying. And you see, Alexander agrees with me. It still counts. It still counts, Aunt Lynn. And then let's see here. What does Cynthia say? In the Netherlands, we celebrate Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and second Christmas Day. First day I stayed home. Second day I went to my parents and had a great day. Oh, I'm so glad. I know in Canada and in England, I imagine a lot of the European countries, but I'm just going to go with I know what I know. So the day after Christmas is Boxing Day. And when I first heard about Boxing Day, I asked my Welsh neighbor, because I used to live in England. I asked my Welsh neighbor, I said, what exactly is Boxing Day? Like, are we having a boxing fest, which I mean, that's not a very good, I wouldn't be a good boxer. I'll leave it to the professionals. But she laughed. She got a chuckle out of me, being the American I am, asking probably one of the dumbest questions. What's Boxing Day? And what she told me was, she said, it's the day that we box everything back up and put it away. Now, that's what she said. And then she also said we take our items that we didn't want back to the store to return them. So I'm like, okay. So now everybody has something different for Boxing Day. So if you celebrate Boxing Day, what do you do? Do you like to watch a boxing match? Do you box all your stuff up? Or are you having family and friends over again and maybe like sharing items that are in boxes? I don't know. But that's what my Welsh neighbor said. I know it's a bank holiday. So nothing's open on Boxing Day. So I know it's an official holiday. I'm sure Scott's laughing at me. Oh, there goes Glenda. Let's see here. You have a little one into makeup. The second grader is putting the nails. Oh, painting nails, putting on press-on nails. Oh, we're getting our nails did. Actually, the little one, my little one, likes to paint toenails. She got her dad's toenails, and I looked down at my son and I went, pretty toenails. And he said, oh, little Gracie, she painted them for me. And I'm like, and you're a good dad. You're a good dad. And I don't think she did bad. I really don't. I'd be okay for her to paint my toenails and let me see what kind of creation I can get. I'm totally on board for this makeup thing. It'll be, I'm sure I'll look spectacular. My bonus daughter found this makeup that looks like the palettes, looks like the mascara, looks like the lipstick, looks like all the things, except for when you put it on, it's clear. Similar to what I had when I was a little girl, except for mine looked like play makeup. Hers actually looks like professional makeup. So I need to go get a makeover. I'm just saying, I have an appointment, and yeah, I'll be ready to go. Exactly. That's right. Exactly. And then Alexander said, in Italy, you don't stop celebrating Christmas until January 6th. Okay. That's what I say. I think I am done with Christmas the day after Christmas. I'm tired, not so much of the Christmas spirit and celebrating Christ. That's not what I'm referring to. But I'm done looking at Christmas decorations at my house the day after, and I am anxious to get it done. And yesterday, we were still out of town for most of the day, and then we got home last night. And so I told Sir Grace, I said, the Christmas decorations are coming down tomorrow. And quite literally, we just finished up about an hour and a half ago. And I am happy. I am so happy to have my house back. I know that's horrible, but there is that. See here, you also box up items you no longer want, like used toys, clothing, and give them to charity. Hey, I like that idea. I really like that idea. I have been doing a little bit of dejunking too. So, my Boxing Day will be sometime this week when I make my run to my local thrift store to make that donation. And then my big brother, Boxing Day, we put on our hockey gloves and fight. Hey, I'm down with that one. Although I don't know how I would do on an ice rink. I'm just saying. Now, if I could put roller skates on, I am your girl. I will get out there. Just give me the rest of the gear, and I'll do it. But there's something about ice skates that kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Nightbot smash that like button. Did you? I'd appreciate it if you would hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to either of the channels, Grace and Fire or the official Ann Lynn show, and share it with all your friends. I'd appreciate it. See here, I celebrate Christmas from December 25th to January 6th, old Christmas, to the original 12 days of Christmas. Hey, now that's a really cool tradition. I like that. I like it. And see, I could do that. That would be okay. What does Lori say? I thought Canada had boxing fights on Boxing Days. Scott, does Canada have boxing fights on Boxing Days? I'm just saying. No, I really didn't know what that meant. And my sweet little Welsh neighbor, she was a doll baby. Yeah, I know that I made her chuckle one too many times with my silly questions. Um, yeah, I asked her about that one. There's a lot that I don't know. When we first moved to England, we lived in a hotel for about 6 weeks to 2 months, somewhere right in there. It's been a little while. So we were there during Thanksgiving. And on the bases, on the military bases, they had like, it's called a NCO club. Um, it's just like a gathering place. And so they had Thanksgiving dinner that you could buy. And being in a hotel and having our family, we went and ate at the club for Thanksgiving. And it was wonderful. On our way out in the center, they had, like, you could just get yourself a drink, and they had different kinds of like juices and tea and water, just the normal stuff. Well, there's a little sign that says cider. Okay. And I'm an American, and I'm on an American military base, and it said cider. So I asked my almost 4-year-old if she'd like some cider. So I'm pouring her some. The next thing I know, the manager is running as hard and as fast at me, like this, just hard and fast. No! And I looked at her and I'm like, what? And she said, that is hard cider. You're giving your child alcohol. It did not say anything about alcohol on there. It just said cider. My brain thought apple cider, as you normally think in the fall time. So that has been our joke, that I gave my almost 4-year-old some alcohol, thinking it was just apple cider. Yeah, I'm glad she stopped me in time and told me what that was. Of course, then I had to taste it. And I went and found the apple cider for my almost 4-year-old. That's what she ended up having. But I'll never forget that woman just hightailing it. No! I wish it was in slow-mo, It'd be funny. Oh, Beth and Neil are here. Hey, hey, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Boxing Day is likely the same as second Christmas Day. We celebrate it a bit different. Yeah, I think that that's a European thing. Because we don't celebrate Boxing Day in the United States or a second Christmas. Um, there really isn't any tradition, at least around where I'm at. I just get my Christmas stuff down as fast as I can and then gear up for New Year's, which for us now it's just one of those where we just kind of like fall asleep now. I used to stay up and ring in the new year at home, but I mean, I'm like the real big party person. You sit up with some popcorn, watch movies, that kind of thing. But now I'm just like, I don't know, go to bed, wake up, and it's the new year. Woo! This year, I have to take someone to the airport, so I will not be up all night on New Year's Eve. I've got to take a family member to the airport because they're flying out on New Year's Day, which is fine. No big deal. Let's see here. Second Christmas Day is from the past when the Dutch people had to travel far, so they'd put an extra day to. Oh, that's neat. Nowadays, it's an official celebration. Oh, I like that. Thank you for sharing, Cynthia. Yeah, and isn't that a funny story, Aunt Lynn? I don't know if I've ever even told you that, but yeah, I almost gave my 4-year-old alcohol because, okay, now seriously, Americans, we think cider, we think apple cider. We think fall time, we think fall harvest. You go to the pumpkin patch, you get the good apple cider. It's nice and warm, and this was warm, and it tastes good, and all the things. Yeah, they did not put on there alcohol. If they'd put alcohol on there, that'd be a whole different story. And it's out in the center of the place. So, I mean, what other kid could have gotten up there? That could be a problem. Anyhow, I laugh about it now. Thankful she stopped me though. But that is, yeah, that's funny. It's a funny memory for me. I swear you could make a comedy movie with all the stuff of our families. I know all of the things that the families have been through. Um, yeah, I've got some wild stories that are pretty funny. I would say comedy hour with the Grace and Fire family. We've got some funny stories. I'm just saying. And then if you've been around kids, um, you know, there's some funny stories with kids too. And if you ain't laughing, oh, what's going on? But I won't share those stories just in case one of my kids comes in and hears it because I don't want to embarrass them. But I've got some funny stories on them. You've not heard that story? Well, Aunt Lynn. Yeah, that was right after we moved to England. I mean, we were there um, for Thanksgiving. And then by Christmas, we were in a home. We finally found a rental property. And that's where I met my Welsh neighbor. And then we had this older gentleman, and Sir Grace had to go away for a little while on a trip. And he came, this old gentleman, he was so precious. He was like a grandpa to my kids. And I just kind of looked out after us, just, like that sweet, sweet man, just, like a grandpa figure to my kids, just precious. But I'll never forget, he came up to me and he said, "Today's my birthday." And I went, "Well, happy birthday." And he said, "I'm 80." And I went, "Oh my goodness, I never would have guessed." And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you know what I want for Christmas?" And I said, "What do you want for Christmas?" He goes, "I've always wanted to be kissed by an American woman." And I said, "Really?" I said, "That's what you want for your birthday?" "Yep, I've always wanted to be kissed by an American woman." I said, "Well, today's your lucky day. Pucker up." And I gave him a kiss on the cheek. And he turned beet red, like the way that my grandfather turned beet red. Oh my goodness. And so I did tell Sir Grace, I said, "Yeah, I may have kissed another man today." And he goes, "Who?" And I told him which neighbor it was, and he just laughed and laughed and laughed. Um, but I had the sweetest neighbors. They quite literally looked out for us. And that's also where I learned. I talk about tea tree oil being really good for kids who get lice. That actually was a tip from my Welsh neighbor, and it works better than the commercial products. Um, so anyhow, but I learned all kinds of things. Let's see here. Commercial side of Christmas must leave as I'm making turkey soup. Excuse me? Turkey soup? Hello? I love turkey soup. Where's mine? You can get it in and mail it down. See, we've got preteens currently seeing which ones can climb the walls the highest in the hallway. Hey, that sounds like a video there, Xander. Um, Now I'm curious. Are they like putting like their hands against one wall and then taking their legs up the wall behind and seeing if they can, like go up? I don't know. Teenage years are fun too. They're a lot of fun. Yep, have fun. Let's see here. I am winding a knitted hat right now. Oh, cool. You make such beautiful hats. I'm just saying. Oh, the beautiful Miss Anne is here. Hey, Miss Anne, I am so glad you are here. I have to tell you a little something. Sir Grace got after me today. I was having, I have a little bit of neuropathy and it was flaring up today. And he goes, get Miss Anne's magnesium gel or lotion out, start rubbing it in. And I'm like, what? And he goes, get Miss Anne's magnesium clean, lotion and get it in there. Good tip. Just saying. Sir Grace was reminding me about that today. Love that stuff. It's like the best even for migraines. You put a little bit back in here and just massage it down in when you have a migraine, and it helps. It's a really good thing. Magnesium is an issue with me, so I can tell like when I need some because I get a migraine. I don't know, but I love, love, love that magnesium cream. Let's see. However, they are doing it. Oh, how are they doing it? We got one on each side, hand, foot. As for the video, I need written consent from their parents to post it. Even if you just take the video for yourself, you don't have to post it, but take it. And then one day, like I would put it somewhere where you can like hit it'll come up in like Facebook memories. You can even put it as private, but wait until they get older, like 10 years down the road and go, do you remember when you did this, and this? And then let them watch it. I'm just saying, it is so fun to look back at those memories. I've been doing that. I have them posted somewhere. And so they come back up into my feeds. And as a mama, I just chuckle at some of the things that my kiddos did. And it's just fun going down that memory lane. So take the video, regardless if you post it for everybody else to see, but take the video at least for your family and for the memories. And then 10 years down the road, pull it up. You'll thank me for it. It's a lot of fun. And you'll get a chuckle. Like, I don't know. For me, I'm going, I didn't know that they were that talented. And oh my gosh, remember when you did this and that? Or there were some precious memories too that came up. And yeah, as a mom, you cry watching it. So take those videos, even if it's not for the rest of us. That's true. If it really does help. Thank you, Glenda. Oh, you are so welcome. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that lavender oil. Oh, lavender is seriously one of my top 5 flowers to grow. And I love that lavender oil because it smells so true to the plant. It doesn't smell like, like some lavender products have that fake lavender smell. Hard to describe, but yours, you've got to, I mean, the way that you make it, it's just so beautiful and so relaxing and calming too. So just telling you, I grow my own lavender. In fact, I'm looking at my water jugs. I'm going to be doing the winter seed sowing method next month. It's time to get that going. Cannot believe we have to get the 2026 garden up. But winter seed sowing lavender is a breeze, and I've had really good success with that. And I have just been like the last about 6 months, I'm creating a new garden space in my backyard. And I have a little bit of a cottagey vibe to it. And one of the things that I need is more lavender plants. And if you've ever gone to like a nursery or like an herb place to purchase them, they're expensive. I mean, so if I can get my own and get as many as I can grow, I'm gonna do it again this year. But I did it last year. I've done it the year before. I just get the potting mix, just the raised bed stuff. Don't use seed starting mix. That's the one thing you don't want to do. You take a milk jug, cut it on the side, almost all the way around, about where that handle's at. That's where you stop on either end. Poke 4 holes underneath of the jug to allow for drainage. Put your moistened potting mix into the container. Sprinkle your seeds on top. I use a little bit of vermiculite as well on top just to kind of help with damp, keeping that so it doesn't get the mold. And then I spray it on top with just a little bit of water. And then I duct tape the milk jug all the way back around, throw the cap away, and quite literally set it out straight in the elements. So it'll get the snow and all the rain, the freezing weather, all the things. And in the spring, my lavender's up about like that far. So, yeah, when it starts to warm up, I will just open that milk jug, cut the rest of the top part of it off and leave it out. So that way it starts to acclimate to the normal temperature and humidity and all the things. And then it's ready to transplant when I've got time. You can do that with any of your perennials. And you can also do it with a lot of your herbs too, or your cold crops. It really does make things easier. You don't need grow lights. You don't need heat mats. They just wake up naturally when it's time. Now, if you want to do your summer crops that way, say like your bell peppers or your tomatoes, I'm a grow zone 6B is what I go by, but they say I'm 7A. But I will start the summer crops. You can do it in the milk jug. That's how I've done it. Sometime in March. And then they will wake up when it's time. But if you want your plants a little bit bigger by the time it goes out, it's better to do that indoors. But I've done it both ways. I mean, I like the hands-off approach, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Let's see. We do the by the way first boyfriend. Oh yeah, by the way first girlfriend. Oh yes, I've done that too. They did this when they were younger, kind of thing. And then as a grandmother, I've done that with my bonus daughter, especially with my oldest. And because I always said her daddy, my son, was cheeky growing up. I mean, the things he did. That would be quite the comedy hour. I will not be telling on him, but he was my cheeky little one. And the things that he pulled, um, I still laugh about to this day. You can't get mad at them when they're cheeky. And so come to find out, we have a junior in the family, so it'll be a lot of fun, comedy hour. But I did apologize to my bonus daughter, and I said, I hope you get some laughs out of this one. And she already has, because she's a little cheeky like her daddy, which I love it. Oh, the beautiful Miss Lillian is here. Hey, Lillian, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day and had a great Christmas. And to every one of you, I hope you all had a great Christmas. Oh, you are so welcome. Let's see. Let me scroll down. I am going to have to give that a try. Oh, yeah, for sure. Give it a try. It's super easy to do. Um, yeah, if you need any help with the I think you're talking about the cold crops with growing it. If you need help, let me know. But I've been doing the winter seed sowing, I don't know, since 2018, 2017, somewhere right in there. Now, I will be honest, there are times that things don't take. Um, but I wonder if it's maybe the soil that I had used. Um, Sometimes I don't let it well, if you buy it bagged, sometimes it's not composted all the way down. They put sometimes raw, a little bit too fresh, I guess, maybe compost so the nitrogen is too high. So if you find that some of them are not coming up, it could have been your soil. That's my opinion on it. So if you do the winter seed sowing, go ahead and get some soil that's had time to break down. So like if it's fresh, like the compost, you don't want your nitrogen too high. So use old stuff. That's my other tip. But don't use seed starting mix because it will dry out. Use a potting mix. But yeah, just poke 4 holes in it, put it all in there, hands off. I mean, cheap, easy, done, over with. I've done it with broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Let's see, so I'm talking about the winter crops: kale, lettuces, lavender, cilantro. Let me think. I know I'm missing quite a few. I've done it with a lot of the perennial flowers. Um, so I do all that in January, start that whole thing. And then March, I've done it with the tomatoes, the bell peppers, um, the jalapenos. Um, yeah. So you can do it, but if you're doing summer crops, you want to think getting about 2 months out before you would put them into the ground for summer crops. That's my tip. Let's see here. Oh, shade tree. Hey, hey. Wait. Is that Scotty? I can't tell who that is. Let me know who you are. I think you've changed your name. But hey, hey, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Listening in the background, using the last of leftovers, green beans, funeral potatoes, and ham. Ooh, that is a good dish. Mixing everything in a ramekin, cover with cheese and fried onions. Hello. That sounds awesome. I I miss, okay, Aunt Lynn. Sorry, confession time. I miss when I used to make Thanksgiving dinners, because then you get to have all the leftovers, right? And so the kids and we would make casseroles. So it would have mashed potatoes at the bottom, and then green beans, and then the carrots, and then the stuffing, and the turkey, and the gravy, and a little bit of cranberry sauce dribbled on top of it, and then bake it. Oh, that was like the best, the best. And I haven't done that in years because I haven't made a Thanksgiving dinner like by myself in many years. And I love the family ones too, so I'm not complaining. But one of these days, I need to like get my casserole dish, and then before everybody takes their food out, make my casserole up so I can do that again. But it is so good when you get to put it all into one dish. And yeah, yeah, I agree. That does sound yummy. Super, super good. Troy, I'm just saying, sounds like you're going to have an amazing dinner. Let's see. Okay, James, thank you. I couldn't tell. I'm looking at this picture going, I think I know who that is. It's James. James Hall. Thank you so much for being here. I just couldn't tell. That's what my I think dad did with the leftovers. Oh, yeah. It's really good. Excuse me, I see this, and for the rest of the class, where is our fudge? Hello? Just saying. Soup? Are you making soup and eating fudge? Are you having a backwards night? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say a backwards night? If you don't, so backwards night is a thing that you can do with your kids. So as soon as they get home from school, you tell them, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, get your PJs on, get your PJs on. And so everybody goes and gets their PJs on. And then we read our nighttime books, our bedtime books. And then you serve dessert. And while you're having dessert, you go, hurry up so you can eat your main dish. And so everybody eats their dessert, and then they have to hurry it up and to get to the main dish. And so then they eat their main dish last. And then it's time to go and play. And so you go outside and play in the dark. And then by that point, the kids are usually worn out. We would do backwards night every so often, just as a fun family tradition. More so me and the kids while Sir Grace was out on business trips, just to kind of break up the week a little bit, But it's a fun thing you can do with your kiddos. Again, I mean, it could be comedy hour, as we were talking about earlier. It's just saying, oh, hi, Glenda, you're on the big screen. Oh boy. Let me just make sure like all this oil is, like I need to powder my head. I'm sure that it's like, hi, when you're on the big screen. I'm just teasing. Yeah, I do that too. And no big deal. But yeah, I mean, I've got a shiny forehead, so I'm sure that on the big screen it's showing big time. And yes, doesn't fudge sound good? That's one thing I didn't get this season is fudge. Let's see, looking both ways with the kitty cat eyes. Let's see. LOL. Yeah, I know, right? Right? It's fun to watch somebody on a big screen. Okay, so Scotty, since I'm up on the big TV. If you could get your phone and go to that QR code, go to page 5 on it and vote for the official Ann Lynn show. I'd appreciate it. I know it's a shameless plug, but there's the QR code. So if you don't mind voting for my mom, I know that the awards are pretty soon. So I'm just shameless plugging. And my mom didn't ask for me to do this. I just said, we're going to QR code that and I will put out the shameless plug. See, here passes out strips of bacon. Ooh, yum. Yum. Bacon is the best. Bacon and eggs, toast, or bacon, eggs, and biscuits and gravy. I may have to make some of that for dinner. That sounds really good. I know. I know it glows. I know. It's shiny. And on the big screen, I'm sure it's like blinding. Get your sunglasses on now there, Scotty, because I'm sure my forehead is nice and shiny. And then having a big head. See, like hats don't fit me. Now you know why. Put it on the big screen. They really don't fit me. That's a joke, by the way. Let's see. Oh, and you're saying hi to Scotty. I saw another comment up here that I think I missed. Oh, Miss Ann. She said, Shade Tree Cook is James Hoff. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I know Jesse and Lisa are going to be going live tonight. And I'm so grateful that they are home safe and sound. They've really been through a lot, as Miss Ann has been through a lot too, with the passing of her sister. And then Jesse and Lisa each lost a parent. And I'm just going to ask that we all keep them in prayers. And, my heart's been aching for all three of you guys. I just want you to know that. but you guys are thought of every day and prayed for. And I'm going to ask everybody here to please keep these three in prayers, especially as we're still in the holiday season. My heart aches. So anyhow, but I am also going to go ahead and let everybody go a little bit early so that way you can go get your favorite drink and snack, maybe order pizza, or in my case, I'm going to make biscuits and gravy with some scrambled eggs. Anyhow, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Jesse just posted the link right here. Please go over there and give them some big old warm hugs and lots of love and keep them in prayers. Thank you so much for being here. Be kind to somebody. You just don't know what they're going through. We'll see you all next week.